Hello everybody, my name is Sir Charles and today we're gonna install h-encore for the Vita. It's a new exploit by TheFloW that lets us hack our Vitas on firmware 3.65 and above. So before getting started, you should know that if you're on 3.65, you should pretty much stay at 3.65 if you want to be able to install enso, which is basically like permanent custom firmware. If you're on 3.67, you should just update to 3.68. There's not much difference there. So, but yeah, if you're on 3.68, you're gonna have to rerun this exploit every time you start your Vita. So that's the difference between 3.65 and 3.68. It's basically like if you remember the old PSP hacks, there was the CPL flasher or something like that you had to do every time you turned on the PSP. Well, this is similar. So if you're on 3.65, it's basically permanent. 3.68, it's going to be a repeated type of thing. So I made a smaller package. So basically I did steps 1 through 6, and I'm going to include the links in the description. There's going to be one h-encore full package and one mini package. The difference is that in the full package, it's going to be exactly how this tutorial is done. And the mini one, I took out some files from the game exploit. So right here, Bitter Smile. I took out a bunch of resources from that game. Since we're not actually playing the game, we're just using it to exploit the Vita. So that package is going to be significantly smaller. Let's see, around 17 megabytes total when we're done. So you're going to download the h-encore mini.zip. I'll give the link in the description. After you download that, you're going to extract it and you'll have this folder here. And if you're on a Mac, I already included the PSVIMG create tool right here in the folder. But if you're on Linux or Windows or whatever, you can go to the PSVIMG tools release page and download whichever version you need. But specifically for Mac, I already have it included. So basically, you just need to download the folder, and then we're going to open up terminal. So you can press Apple space, type in terminal, and then hit enter, and it'll open. I already have my terminal right here, so I'll just go open a new window. And then we're going to press CD to change the directory, and then drag the h-encore mini folder and hit enter. Okay. And if you haven't already installed QCMA, you should do that. But from here, we're not going to need the PSVIMG tools or pkg-to-zip, as I already explained. So download QCMA if you need it. Since we're on Mac, well, since I'm on Mac, I downloaded this version for Yosemite, but download whichever version you need, install it, and run it. And then once you have QCMA running, you're going to go up top right here and hit settings. And right here at step 7, we're going to change, right here, use this version for updates, change it to firmware 0.00, always up to date, and take note of your applications/backups folder. So hit OK, and we're going to make a new tab in the Finder for our backups folder. So Apple, click Yosemite and PS Vita, and then after you connect your Vita once, it's going to make a new folder in each of these folders, with your account ID. That's right here, AID. So we're gonna follow these steps right here. PS Vita app, and then your account ID. And you need to have a Vita that is linked with a PlayStation account for it to work with this. So you don't need to have an activated Vita as it says, but you need to have it at least linked to a PlayStation account right here. So we're going to copy our account ID. For my Slim, it's right here, this one. And then we're going to open up right here. You can open this in a new tab for the number generator. I already entered mine, and this is my key. So remember the terminal window we opened earlier? That is in the h-encore mini directory. Now all we have to do is run each of these strings. So we're going to copy that, Apple C, and this is what's different about Mac. You have to press dot slash, and then you can paste in the first line right here, and we're going to use the back arrow to get to your key. Delete that right there, and go to the number generator page, copy your string, and copy that, go back to this, press paste, and hit enter. And that's finished. And we're going to go on to the next one for app meta. Copy that, go back to terminal, period, slash, paste, press the back arrow to get to where it says your key, delete that, go to your key again, copy, terminal, paste, hit enter. Now it's done. And just two more of the same thing. Copy. Don't forget the dot slash before you paste. Press back to where it says your key. Delete that. Copy again. Paste again. Hit enter. And we're on the last one for save data. Copy. Dot slash. Paste that. Go back to your key. Delete that. Random number generator, copy, paste, hit enter, and that should be it. We're all done with this, and we can close out of the terminal. So now just follow the last 3 or 4 steps. Go to the h-encore mini folder, and we're going to copy this PCSG90096 folder. If you look inside, there should be an app meta license, and save data folder. Those weren't in there before. It was only the SE sys folder in here. So now we have a 16.9 megabyte app folder. You can copy that. Go to your QCMA backups folder and paste in there. I already did this earlier, so I'm just going to replace it. And there it is at the bottom. It's 16.9 megabytes. Okay, and after this, you're going to go to QCMA and refresh database. Make sure you do that before connecting to your Vita. Do it once more for good measure. And that should be it on the computer. So the next thing we're going to do is open the content manager on the Vita, and I'll see you over there. And now we're back on the Vita. Let me see. I'm currently on firmware 3.65, so I'm going to be installing enso after this. And I could show you how to do that as well. Also, I recommend going into auto start settings right here and turning off this first box for download update files for system software, so that it doesn't automatically do that. And in system information, let me block my Mac ID just in case. There's the 3.65. Go back. And anyways, let's go to account manager now. Open that up. And we are going to copy content. I'm going to connect to my my Mac using Wi-Fi. And sorry for the audio earlier on my MacBook. The fan turned on and it totally ruined all the audio. But I'm not going to bother re-recording the audio because I do not have a external mic. So now we're going to copy from PC to Vita, Applications, PS Vita, and look for the h-encore file. I think it's all the way on the bottom. Yeah, 17 megabytes. Again, this is only 17 megabytes because I ripped out all the the apps resources because I don't think they're really needed. I saw someone mention this on Reddit, so I'm hoping this works. I'm doing this for the first time right now, so I'm gonna hit copy, hit OK. You can also just connect your Vita to the computer with the USB cable, but I don't want to bother with that either, so let's see how long this takes. It should be pretty quick with the file size being what it is. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier that if you are using a Mac, I recommend showing hidden files and showing file extensions so that you don't accidentally, rename something with 2 file extensions, or you don't miss files when you're making transfers with Vita Shell or whatever. A good program that I use to show hidden files is called Funter. I'll also link that in the description. You can basically toggle on and off showing hidden files in Finder. So yeah, looks like this is almost done. So alright, so let's go back to the main screen. There's the h-encore bubble. Looks good. Open it. Hit yes. I'm gonna show how to remove this trophies warning. Since if you're on 3.67 or 3.68, well, most of you are just going to be on 3.68, you're going to have to rerun this app every time, and doing this extra step is going to be kind of annoying. It's in TheFlow's GitHub page in the readme for the h-encore app. So we're going to hit yes right here. The exploit runs, and we can install Henkaku. It's a success. And since I have Wi-Fi connected right now, we can download Vita Shell. So, like I said, my Vita is on 3.65, which means after doing all of this, I can install enso. So right now I'm going to exit and open Vita Shell. Forgot to go to the settings first. go to Henkaku settings, and enable unsafe homebrew. I had it turned on earlier. And then spoofed version is at the latest 3.68, and that should be it. So now if Vita shell works like it should, yep. Alright, so, and I earlier I transferred over the enso VPK. So right now I'm going to show you how to install enso if you're on 3.65. So if you don't already know how to use Vita shell, you can press start to change the theme, change whether you want to connect to your memory card, game card, whatever, and FTP or USB. So after that, you can press start, press select, and then connect with the USB, and your Vita's file system should show up on your Mac or PC or whatever, and you can copy files to it. So I'm gonna install the enso VPK that I transferred earlier. You can find this new enso VPK on the same GitHub page that we were on earlier. And after that is installed, we can run enso. Remember, this is for 3.65 only, not 3.67 or 3.68. So read the warning. We're going to press circle and press cross to install. Okay, it looks like the installation was completed successfully. Press any key to reboot, and hopefully we see the molecule logo. Yep. So there we go. That proves that we have enso on our Vita. So that means we won't be needing to rerun this h-encore app every time. But if you are on 3.67 or 3.68 and you do need to run it each time, and you don't want to see this trophy message, then this is all you have to do. We're going to open Vita shell, go to UXO right here, and then go down to user 00, save data, go all the way down to PCSG 996, press triangle, and open decrypted. It's the first option. And then we're going to copy this right here, copy the system.dat file, and you can paste it anywhere. I'll just paste it right here for now. And then open the save data folder again. We're gonna, and then we're just gonna delete this whole entire folder. Okay, so now that that's gone, close Vita shell, open up h-encore, and then once you see the first screen start up, you're gonna exit right away. So once this pops up, you can exit. And then go back into Vita shell. And you can see that that still works even though I stripped the what do you call it? I stripped the app of most of its resource files. So we're gonna copy that system.dat file, go down to PCSG, and remember to open this decrypted again, and then paste it in there. So now that system.dat is back in that folder, and we can delete this one right here. So now, when you open the h-encore exploit app, there's no more trophy warning. And that's it. So after every reboot, you can easily get in, install Henkaku, and exit. So that should be it. I hope this helped, and sorry about the horrible audio quality and the shitty recording. But yeah, I hope my videos get better soon. So thanks for watching again. Bye bye.